right, we're here at Pelion High School. Shrine Bowl is in the books, and Coach Ben Freeman, congratulations. You got the W.
Oh, yeah.
Would you have been able to come back to school here?
It would have been a lot harder.
From what you were telling me, it not only was as wonderful as you thought that it would be, but it even exceeded your expectations. Talk a little bit about that experience.
It really did. I think the fact that, the kids were terrific. They were a bunch of good kids that were not only great athletes, but they were great kids too. So it made the week just very enjoyable. And, they listened, even though they, were all pretty successful athletes in their own right, but they listened to what our coaches were doing and the schemes we tried to run, and just bought into everything we did and had a lot of fun during the week and got the win.
I know when you have a big game at the high school level, you're going to have some nerves, gaps and butterflies because you want to get the win.
Right.
In this situation, was it similar to that, lesser or more so, as far as right before that game and thinking, boy, I hope these guys play well?
Well, there's always some, I think, pregame jitters. Doing it 33 years, and I think when you don't have those, blood's not pumping the way it should be. But yeah, there's definitely some pregame jitters anytime I go on the field like that. But having these guys all coming from a variety of systems and just knowing how they're going to mesh playing together, because you only practice against each other during the week, so you don't know how it's going to be when you go against the other group. So there's a lot of uncertainty there, but I had a pretty good feeling about it when we went into it. Luckily, it turned out the way it did.
Two local guys were named the offensive and the defensive MVPs. Matt Colburn from Dutch Fork, who's also Mr. Football here in South Carolina, that just had a terrific career, headed to Louisville to play his college football. Talk a little bit about Matt. You had an opportunity to coach him, and not just in the game, but throughout the week. Give me your impressions of Mr. Football.
Well, one of the best things about him, he's not only a great player, but he's another one of those that's just a great kid. He walked in, he got there late Saturday after the others did, because he'd been at the Mr. Football Awards at the North-South game. And, he came in and, he's just one of the guys. You'd never known he'd just been awarded Mr. Football, and that's just who he is. He's a team guy. He wanted to do anything he could to help the team. He's got a great smile, a great personality. He's just a joy to be around. And, plus he runs with no regard for his personal health. He just throws his body in there and goes as hard as he can. You gotta love that.
You were telling me that his lateral quickness, we all know that he can straight line, just fly. But you said that when he runs, and he's not a big guy, but when he can run into the line of scrimmage, and his lateral quickness is as good as you've ever seen.
He can make people miss in the line of scrimmage, which is a unique quality, and I think that's one reason he'll succeed in college, is because he doesn't need it with a little seam, and he'll find it and go. He's got a lot of, I think, innate ability to just find it open and use the instincts to go with it.
The guy that was the defensive MVP is a young man that we covered throughout the year that I just love, both as a player and as a person. Hassan Belton from Whitewood High School, just a great kid.
Right.
And he had been hurt a lot of the year, actually had minor surgery leading up to the game, and at one point you weren't positive that he would be able to play. But once he got there was no question, right?
No, he proved to be everything we hoped he would be, and we knew the injury was going to be a question mark, but his coach kept telling us he was going to be fine, he was working out, and that was all true. As the week went on, he got more and more confident, and then when the game came around, the light was on, 100%, so he played great.
He's recently visited Missouri and is garnering a lot of interest from high D1 FBS schools, and we talked about this, but if we could rehash it, you're a believer that this kid can play at that level.
I do, and I think his best football is ahead of him. He's going to get bigger and more physical. He's got the athletic skills to play probably outside as well as inside. So I think whoever takes him, I think is going to get a good one.
Was he your most pleasant surprise? Not, I mean, you knew that all these kids could play, but was he maybe one that exceeded even the high expectations?
I think so. I think, going in, we thought he would be a good player for us, but I didn't think any of us thought he'd be our MVP on defense.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a great surprise.
Well, congratulations, a great win for you, and it's kind of, you've accomplished so much, but I guess there's nothing really, I would think, coming into this, that there's nothing really like this experience, and to get the win, kind of the cherry on top
Sure.
of the ice cream sundae at the end, a special moment for you, right?
No doubt about it. And it's something every coach wants to do, and to be able to go and do it and win the game, it's pretty special.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Glad you got that win so you could come back home with
That's
it.
right.
All righty, Ben Freeman here at Pelion High School.